Graduation year 1957, Dolores Ziegler Greason. Graduation year 1953, Marilyn Shoney Saturday. Graduation year 1965, Mitzi Buck Warner. Graduation year 1976, Mike Smith. Graduation year 1969, Bill Narwhal. Graduation year 1954, Ann Struick. Graduation year 1953, Leslie W. Smith. Graduation year 1976, Keith Minter. Graduation year 1973, Al Butt. Graduation year 1947, Mary Weigel. Graduation year 1973, Jerry Prickle. Graduation year 1979, Terry Yeasting. Graduation year 1974, Jim Fritsch. Graduation year 1978, Sam Sitterton. Graduation year 1978, Dale Billman. Graduation year 1965, Carolyn Bossy Shady. Graduation year 1967, and also my former second grade teacher and eighth grade teacher, Jennifer Buck Mincer. And now the members of the 1971 Regional Championship team. The assistant coach of that team, Mr. Ron Raver. The head coach of that team from 1969 to 1972 was Kirby Overman. His spouse is the Beth Overman. Graduation year 1972, Ron Laker. Graduation year 1973, Keith Gary. Graduation year 1973, Jan Westerman Prickle. Graduation year 1971, Mrs. April Buck in the family of Tom Buck. Graduation year 1971, Randy Milan. And graduation year 1971, Jerry Bowman. Congratulations to the 1971 Regional Championship team. In the 70s, BHS won 3 county titles, 5 conference titles, 4 sectionals, and 1 regional. Coach Paul Arman led the Bulldogs for 5 of those years. At least a dozen BHS players from the 70s went on to play in college. Tonight, we bring special attention to the 1971 team, which was one of the most successful teams Batesville has ever put on the court, finishing with a fine 24-2 record, winning the county, conference, sectional, and regional. This team lost its only regular season game by 2 points at Connersville in an unthinkable 6 overtime game. Record 78 points per game, which was even before the 3-point shot evolution. They The 1969 through 71 PHS coach was Kirby Oberman, who is being inducted into the Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame this year. Although Kirby only coached the PHS for 2 years, he holds the highest winning percentage of the 22 PHS coaches at 83%, with a 40-win, 8-loss record.
Welcome to high school boys basketball on TV3. Tonight from Batesville, TV3 brings you the game between the visiting Connersville Spartans and home Batesville Bulldogs. With Ron Wiley, this is Fran Schobel, and this is the Union Savings and Loan Association Spartan pregame show. Ron, Spartan fans are hoping for a Spartan win tonight to snap that two-game losing streak.
Yeah, well, a three-game losing streak at the Bowl that they're not happy with. Sandwiched in between that, we had that victory at Newcastle a couple of weeks ago that looked like we were riding the ship, but then we had those two games where we just could not. I mean, we look at this skid, and other than the Batesville game, which we played very closely, we just fouled them at the last minute to get extend the lead by 8. We've been in every ball game. We just got to win that close one.
Right, we've lost so close games. 2-pointer in the last game and 4 points to Muncie Central. That went into overtime.
Yeah, that went into overtime, and we had the lead late in that regulation and just could not. Yeah, it just seems like the other teams are wanting it more than we are. We need it right now. We need it big time.
Well, that's a good point. Coach Kerry Brown said that we have to learn how to finish a game off and play well in the final minutes. Yeah,
that's what we have to do, and hopefully we can get back on track with a very hungry Batesville team. They're banged up. They're 3-8. They're upset that they're 3-8. This is a very storied tradition of basketball here in Batesville. And, they would love nothing more to walk out of here with a victory.
We'll see if the red and white wins or the blue and white wins here tonight at Batesville. An important conference game, and I'm sure these kids know that.
Oh, absolutely.
On both teams, they realize it.
They do on both teams, and we had that loss against Greensburg, who's just lighting it up. They're 12-2, and we're going to be playing them. Might be on our floor during sectional. We, without question, have to get back on track. Our first goal, as always, is to win the conference. Tonight's another step in that direction.
The Spartans are 9-5 on the season so far. The Bulldogs won their third game of the season last night at Franklin County to put their record at 3 wins and 8 losses. Kind of surprising for a Batesville team.
Oh, yeah, you don't ever see that. This is a rarity with Batesville, but, again, they're a team that you don't want to overlook at all.
Right. Here's Coach Kerry Brown talking about tonight's ball club. Coach, you're Batesville tonight, a team that's come off a win at Franklin County tonight. Last night, would you rather play a team that lost or won their last game?
Interesting question. We'll find out after the game tonight. They got to be feeling a little bit better getting a road win last night. But they've had a lot of injuries and sickness. So talking to their coach just a little bit ago, I think they're finally getting back healthy. And if you watch them on in person or on tape, they've got some really good pieces. They've got the Meyer kid that's averaging 21 points a game, and then the Vogley kid's averaging 12. The Dice kid's a 6'3" athlete. The point guard started for him last year, so they're a veteran team who won the sectional last year. I think they just got off to a bad start, had some injuries, and they're probably rounding into shape right about now when we're playing them.
Coach, I know you scout the team before you play them, so you practice that week trying to stop them do their game.
Yeah, we have seen him on tape, and then I saw him in person again last night. I've seen him at least twice, if not 3 times in person. Yesterday's practice was the first part of the week was devoted to us. Obviously, we had a game, but then after that, we turned our attention to Batesville. But the first couple of days was us, and then last night we started working on them, and then today before we got on the bus we did a walkthrough where we went back and reviewed some of the stuff they like to do. We talked about their individual characteristics and some of the things we wanted to try to get accomplished tonight. The kids get a paper scouting report. We watched some videotape on them, and then we went through it on the floor, so hopefully we're prepared.
Will they play fast or slow?
Both.
Okay.
They'll run when the opportunity presents itself. They'll run some motion when they need to, and their best players are going to get their shots when they get them in the flow of their offense. The Meyer kid, number 11, he's balanced in what he does. He's taken 68 threes and he's taken 69 twos. So he's going to score any which way he can. He also gets to the free throw line a lot. And then the other kid's a post player, but last night he stepped outside and hit 3 or 4 threes. So They're like most teams. Their kids know what they can do, and they're getting those shots in the rhythm and the flow of their offense.
Who are you going to put on their top scorer?
We're going to start Clay on him tonight. That would be the Meyer kid. And then Ethan will start on the Vogley kid, number 40. And, if we get in any foul trouble or we have to make a switch or adjustment, we will. Everybody's expected to know, what those guys do and what we need to do to get them stopped tonight.
So getting number 10 might be tough here at Batesville.
Yeah, it's a conference game. It's on the road, but it's a game that we obviously feel like going into it, we have every opportunity to win. We just have to show up, play for 32 minutes. We've had some losses here recently that we've had to lead late. We just haven't been able to hang on. So that's a key for us tonight. We also want to get to the free throw line more than we have. In our last 4 games, we've been outshot by 30-some free throws. So that's definitely not a recipe for success.
Coach, I have to ask you something about Indianapolis last night. A couple of your opponents in the near future battled out, and I guess a surprising game.
Yeah, you're talking about North Central and Lawrence North,
Yes.
and most people would have picked Lawrence North to win. They were undefeated, ranked number 1, I believe, and North Central beat them. But there are no slouches up there, and every game on our schedule, there's no easy games. We have to show up and play, and if we don't play for 32 minutes, there's a chance we won't come out on top.
These two teams are your next Saturday nights in Indianapolis. It should be a real test for the Spartans.
Yeah, we've got Friday night, next Friday, Mount Vernon, and then we play the 2 Indianapolis schools on back-to-back Saturdays. But really the only thing that worries me right now is Batesville.
Okay. Thanks, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, Fran. Appreciate it.
Spartan coach Kerry Brown. Ron?
This Spartan Sportsnet pregame show is brought to you by Union Savings and Loan. Union Savings and Loan offers hometown service with great rates on CDs and deposit accounts and local loan approvals when you are in need of financing. They also have a trust department, and with 2 locations in town, downtown at 730 Central Avenue and uptown at 500 West 30th Street. Union Savings and Loan is truly Connersville's hometown bank. Union Savings and Loan, people you know, neighbors you trust.
Okay, Ron, let's have the lineups.
Yes, for the I'm used to, for the Batesville Bulldogs, the home team, they are led by Colt Meyer. He's a 6'1 senior, number 11. R.J. Powell's a 6'1 junior, number 14. And that's they only got 2 guard lineup. They have a 3 forward lineup. Thomas Raver, he's 6'3 sophomore, number 22. Charlie Dice is a 6'3 senior, number 25. And Sam Vogel is a 6'2 junior, number 40. For the Connersville Spartans, they are led by number 10, Clay Garrison. He's a 5'10 senior. Jonah Graham's a 5'7 junior, number 5. And rounding out the trifecta of guards for the Connersville Spartans, Toby Phillips is a 5'10 sophomore, number 12. Ethan Smith's a 6'3 forward. He's a senior, number 34. Jacob Brown gets the jump. He's a 6'7 senior, number 50.
Okay, Ron, starting 5s, and this has been the Spartan pregame show brought to you by Union Savings and Loan Association of Connersville, Connersville's hometown bank since 1892. Spartans and Batesville at Batesville tonight, conference game about to get underway. We're just a few minutes from the tip-off. They are right now lining up for the playing of the national anthem.
We may be one of the rare gems where we do it after the. Looks like they're starting now.
Right, we'll see.
At this time, would you please rise, remove your hats. Take a look at the American flag on the west wall. As the PHS band, led by band director Mr. Josiah Key, plays our national anthem.
Tonight's game here on TV3 is being brought to you by American Heritage Realty. Buying or selling, see American Heritage first. Reed Health Connersville, we are here to help you. George's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment, free delivery. The number to call, 825-6251. Don's Auto Sales and Tires, major brand tires at very affordable prices. Edward Jones, financial advisor, making sense of investing.
This Spartan game on TV3 is also being brought to you by FCM Bank, building stronger communities, one great local event at a time. Fullest Flooring, a wide selection of quality flooring, plus expert installation. And Cino's Pizza and Grinders, a great place to eat in Connersville. Try a Spartan Classic. Urban Winkler Funeral Home, call 825-1761 or 458-0745 and ask about pre-planning services. Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency, an independent agency representing numerous companies for your every need. And also by the Eye Center of Connersville, complete eye care for every member of your family.
Spartans, of course, in their traveling red uniforms tonight, and Batesville blue and white. Tonight's first ball game, another tremendous win for the junior varsity team from Connersville. Final score, Connersville 49 and Batesville 28 to put the JV record at 11 wins and 1 loss. Ron, this is a terrific JV team.
Oh, without question, these guys look so much better than the teams that they play. They have that one blemish against Newcastle where they just had a lot of rust from that layoff. And,
right, 4-point loss.
Yeah,
so,
that came down to the wire. If we made a couple free throws at the end, that could have really definitely changed the dynamic of that game. But they bounced back and have some convincing victories since then. It's fun to watch, and I'm already excited about next year.
Oh, yeah, those we've got some great kids playing junior varsity right now, and nothing but improvement we see each game that they play.
Yeah. And you talk about that, and then we take the other side of the coin with the varsity, where we started off 7-0, and we've lost 5 out of the last 7.
Yes.
And as Kerry mentioned in the pregame show, we've had leads in those games.
Absolutely right.
I mean, you take a few points here or there, and we're 11-1, or we're 13-1. That Greensburg game was probably the only one that I felt that we have gotten beat. And even that game, we had some opportunities. So, right now is to put everything aside and let's get going here against Batesville, who, as we mentioned earlier in the pregame show, Fran, is a conference opponent.
They still won last night, 55-40 over Franklin County at Franklin County. Jumping center for the Spartans. Jacob Brown, number 40, jumps for Vogley for Batesville, and the Spartans control the tip.
We got to really get our intensity up. That's the things that we need to really work on, is keep that intensity up through all 32 minutes.
Batesville sets the defense. Connersville's Garrison behind the free throw circle. Long pass, cross court, back out to Garrison. Drives into the top half of the free throw lane. Passes off.
Yeah, just got to be patient right here, and let's get a good shot this first series, and obviously get on the point.
Garrison drives down the baseline, scores. A man hanging on him, but he laid it up and in.
Yeah, he's got that speed. He's got that vertical jump too, Fran, that he's going to take on their bigs, and they're going to be shocked at how well that guy could jump.
Yeah, he has a job of guarding Colt Meyer, their senior here at Batesville, with a 21-point per game average.
I don't know.
A foul has been called.
Looks like on Jacob. Yeah.
Yes, Jacob Brown.
Yeah, used to being at the bowl where we could see the guys in stripes call the numbers, but we see them on our back now.
Free throw shooter at the line is number 25, Charlie Dice. 6'3" senior, Batesville.
Kerry talked about it in the pregame. I mean, we have not shot a lot of free throws compared to the other teams. I mean, we've been outshot by 25-30.
He ties the game with his 2 free throws made. Spartan ball being pressed at,
as you would expect.
Midcourt. Brown loses the ball as a bounce pass to him gets away from Jacob. Spartans turnover.
It's funny how we're seeing this press that I would almost guarantee Batesville doesn't run that press much.
Shot from out by the Bulldogs missed. Nice rebounding. It's number 25, Dice. Feeds off to a teammate who gets around the Spartan defender. Lays open in. That score was by Raver.
That was a nice drive there by Raver. Again, here we go. We got to hustle.
Yeah, they're pressing just over the line. There's a ball that is kicked. It'll be Spartan putting it in play.
You know, eventually we're going to be able to solve this riddle of this press, and then teams are going to be in trouble once we solve this, because we saw it against Richmond. We held on to win by 4, but that kind of put the seed in the other teams.
That's right. There's another bad pass by the Spartans. Another turnover.
Yeah, we got to really calm down. We haven't really gotten into our groove.
Bulldogs ball. Here's the guard moving it across the timeline. That's R.J. Powell, number 14. Batesville on the attack. Tied at 2 here in the early going.
You know, right now, you remember you asked Kerry during the pregame whether or not they like to run or slow it down, and you know, right now they're taking what's given to them and being patient.
Ball worked under, no, a little jumper along the baseline missed by a Bulldog. Jacob Brown rebounds for CHS. Here's Toby Billups in the front court.
Yeah, that was a good defense stand there from the Spartans. That's,
A 3 by Clay Garrison. He has all 5 points for CHS.
Yes, he does. And, you know, he really needs to go on a tear. I mean, he's an excellent defender, maybe one of the best we've ever seen. But he has that shot. He has that touch. Nice still from there, Jonah.
Jonah Graham steals the ball and turnover against Batesville.
I was talking to Jonah's dad before the game, and we were talking about the fact that, you know, Jonah's only 5'7", and his dad said the same thing that we always talk about. He says, yeah, he doesn't realize it.
Here's Billups with it. Over to Graham. Brown works it to Garrison, drives the baseline, passes off, and a 3 by Jonah Graham in the corner.
Yeah, I had that look on his face. We saw that, and now we've kind of righted the ship. Now we're up by 4.
8-4 Spartans. Early going here at Batesville tonight in this Indiana Conference game, Eastern Indiana Conference game.
I like how Toby tried to point it where it was our ball when it was clearly off him, but, you know, like his enthusiasm there.
Batesville ball under their basket. Number 40 pops one in on a little jumper. That's Bogley.
Yeah, that was, I mean, somebody fell asleep with him.
He averages 12.3 a game. Spartans break the press and get it into front court. Here's Billups pulled out. There's Graham, another 3 by Jonah Graham. And the coach of Batesville, Aaron Garrett, jumps off the bench and calls for a timeout, trying to stop this Spartan attack. Ron?
Whistle Lawson Myers Insurance Agency is dedicated to protecting you and your family at a price you can afford. Whistle Lawson Myers are licensed insurance professionals striving to be your agency of choice. Whistle Lawson Myers is an independent agency representing numerous companies for all your needs. Finding the right insurance begins with finding the right agency. That is Whistle Lawson Myers Insurance Agency at 521 Central Avenue in Connersville. Phone 825-5111.
Plays resumed. Spartans up 11-6. Clock shows 4 minutes, 3 seconds to play. Opening period. Batesville has the ball. Spartans fall back. We never see the Spartans press, do we, Ron?
No, we don't. That's not really our
their
style.
thing, I guess. Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you're one of the top defenses in the state.
Batesville gets a close-in shot. A turnaround shot is missed by a Bulldog, and the Spartans grab the rebound.
Yeah, I mean, that's a shot Batesville wants to take each and every day. I mean, they want to take that shot all the
time. High, 95%.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You make that one. Here's a long pass.
I don't know who they're going to call on that. Somebody did an elbow. Is that Ethan?
Yeah, Ethan.
Yeah.
He took a pass. And
yeah, he pushed off.
He fouls under the Spartan basket, and the ball will be given to Batesville.
Yeah, that's what Kerry talked about, was the fact that we've been so many fouls, and he's over there giving the business to the guy in stripes. He's not happy. I mean, and that's been a lot of difference in the ball game. When we're, the other team gets 10, 15 more shots at the line than you, that's hard to come back. That's
Shot from out by Batesville, an air ball, touches nothing.
Yeah.
But Jonah Graham, as it gets ready to inbound, but it'll be Ethan Smith who will trigger it in. Here is Cole Martin coming in for CHS. And Toby Billups will head for the bench.
Cole Martin, talked to him before the game as well. He's one of those guys that he'll do anything and everything for the coach, and plays very, very hard, and seen a lot of growth from him. And every time
Martin works the ball to Smith, passes out. Here is Graham missing this one, and a fight for the rebound. Ball taken off by Batesville.
Yeah, very, very.
Shot from out or jumper along the baseline rather by a Bulldog miss. Spartans grab the rebound.
Yeah.
Spartans controlling the boards pretty well, Ron.
Yeah, they are, and that's some of the trouble that we've had in this little funk we've been in, is that the other teams have controlled the board.
Spartans will work the ball a little bit here with 2.5 on the first quarter clock remaining to be played. Smith has it. There's Martin. Into the corner.
I thought that
brings it out
away.
to Graham. Back to Smith.
And we got our two bigs inside, which obviously is something that we want if we're going to start training or shooting some more threes to get
Smith
that
out to
board.
Garrison. Here is Graham,
That's
and that's his third three tonight.
Yeah, they need a fire extinguisher.
Is that his fourth attempt? He missed
that's
one.
His
Ron?
third. Yeah,
third.
He missed one.
That's what I thought. Yeah, 3 or 4. That's not a bad percentage.
That's not a bad percentage.
3-pointers.
Yeah, we'll take that all the time.
Absolutely.
He's just one of those kids. He does light it up for three, but he does play good defense. And the majority of the time, he's playing a guy that he's giving up 5-6 inches at a time, and I guarantee you the guy that he's on will be feeling it the next morning. And there's a steal.
A steal by Garrison.
He's going all
quickly
the way.
up court. Clay stops.
Beautiful.
Fakes his man, puts it up and in. 16-6, and Garrison has 7 points.
Yeah, Garrison is, he's one of those guys, again, talk about his defense that, when he gets going, that was beautiful.
Rides the baseline, nice move. Along the baseline by Charlie Dice for Batesville. He has 4 points. A minute left on the first quarter clock. Spartans up 16-8.
They're really breaking the press, although this is not the best press we've seen.
Yes.
But at least they're breaking it. There's another one that's
Here's
off.
Garrison.
Oh, I thought it was off. Wow.
No, Graham rather.
Yeah, now he's up to 80%, so, he's on fire. He's feeling
that's 12 points for him?
That's 12 points for him. I mean, he's just, wow. Oh, I thought he made a drug his foot there, but, yeah, Joe, I thought that was off from our angle. It looked like it was off a little bit, but I was wrong.
Batesville attacking the Spartans' man-to-man defense. This is Powell with the ball. Works it out behind the free throw circle. Ratcliffe now feeds out to Powell. He's their point guard right now. Set it ready for a final shot.
Yeah, Powell definitely is like, how can I shake this guy, Jonah? I may get burned since he's on fire so much.
There he is shooting over Jonah and finally got one to drop for him. Bounced around the rim and finally went through. 10 points for Batesville, 19 for Connersville at the end of the first quarter.
George's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment welcomes you to stop by our Connersville location at 330 East 5th Street. George is proud to offer you friendly hometown service and the convenience of free delivery. Also, our medical equipment staff is there to help you with whatever you need. George's Floral Gifts has that special something for any occasion, birthdays, weddings, bereavement, or to brighten someone's day. George's, we are here for you, 765-825-6251.
Good first 8 minutes of this ball game at Batesville tonight for the CHS team.
Yeah, I mean, we've had 5 threes.
Yes. That's great. It's been a while since we've had that many threes.
Yeah, that's been a long time since we've had that many threes, and it's been a long time since we've come out this well. Now the trick is to continue on this second quarter.
There you go, right.
We've had games where we played, with that Richmond game, we just played a brilliant first half.
Absolutely. I mean, we had a big lead in that game, and it suddenly vanished.
Yeah, but we scored the first 18 points. And then they came back and pressed, and again, we just got to keep doing what we were doing defensively. That was brilliant. I mean, a very good defense. Couple lapses where they had some give and goes. That was pretty easy shots, but other than that, very good defensively, very nice offensively. But again, can't keep relying on that three. Got to be able to get inside.
Spartans lead as the second quarter begins. On the floor for CHS, Graham, Bodwell, Martin, Brown, Smith. Batesville ball. Jumper behind the free throw circles off the front rim by the Bulldog, and missed. Rebounding the Spartans, Jacob Brown under the basket to grab the missed shot, and Graham brings it into front court.
Yeah, we got our two smallest guys and our
Here's
three
Bodwell,
tallest guys.
all 5'6" of him.
Oh, yeah.
Think. Underneath to Brown, a turnaround layup and in. Whistle stops the play.
Yeah, right before. That's Batesville's first foul of the ball game. Ethan comes out, and here comes Toby.
Foul was on Ratcliffe. Non-shooting foul, and foul shot missed by the Spartans, and rebounding is Batesville.
Again, going back to all the threes, they're great when they go in, but if they miss, the dynamic of this game is totally different. Got to be able to try to get it inside.
Bulldogs on the attack. Number 11 with the ball, Meyer. Looks over to a teammate. Starts to drive down into the corner. Feeds off. Good man-to-man defense by the Spartans. Shot from out is off by Batesville, and the Spartans grab the rebound. Here's Toby Billups in front court. Over to Graham. Now out to Brown, who is pulled out.
Nice pass.
To Martin. Can't get the shot to drop. Whistle stops the play, and another Spartan foul.
Yeah, I don't know if they're calling Cole on that. We'll see. Yeah, it looks like they're calling Cole on that.
Garrison will come in for CHS.
We've seen him make a shot like that before. I mean, that was a nice pass in there from Toby. The defender came on Cole very quickly, which kind of disrupted his shot.
Spartans fall back, set the defense. Here comes Batesville.
We're seeing Cole get a lot more time out on the floor, especially with him and Jacob. I like that combination.
Still a 9-point lead for the Spartans. No change in the score as we are in the early part of the second half. Batesville boy drives to the basket, tries to get a shot to drop. That's Colt Meyer. He was fouled. And no foul will be called on Bodwell of the Spartans. Team's fourth. Carter's first. At the line, Colt Meyer. 6'1" senior for Batesville. 21.9 is his average. He hits the free throw.
We have 4 fouls.
Martin comes out of the ball game for CHS. Garrison returns to the lineup. Meyer's second free throw is good. Spartan ball.
It just seems like every time, it seems like every time they get a foul, they get to the line.
Here's Garrison firing and missing on a 3-point try.
Nobody under the glass on that.
Underneath, there's Meyer, and getting a shot to drop for him as he goes in for a layup. He's at 4 points right now. Colt Meyer, their leading point maker.
It's not good.
That was almost a steal by Batesville, and they're going to call a held ball. Garrison for Connersville.
Yeah, I was going to say they took a long time to call that held ball right there.
Did. Spartan ball. Backward. Bodwell goes out. Garrison comes in. Smith being pressed in backcourt. Now the Spartans finally have across the timeline. Graham underneath to Smith. Drives in and scores. A couple of men hanging on him. And he hits the floor and is having a little difficulty standing up.
Yeah, but that's not good.
He's hobbling right now.
Yeah, but
see what happens. Here comes Martin in for Ethan.
Yep, don't like that at all.
No, he has to sit down now on the floor as he tried to stand, but
Well, he's got that little bit of, that little tape right there, and hopefully it's just a little bit of a cramp. Carries there, not liking that at all.
Yeah, the trainer is out there right now assisting. 21-14 Spartans over Batesville with 5:26 in the first half clock. Ron?
Now in its 43rd year of assisting buyers and sellers of residential, farm, and commercial properties in all of East Central Indiana. It's American Heritage Realty. American Heritage Realty's staff of knowledgeable and experienced real estate brokers is ready to provide you with expert advice when you are buying or selling real estate. American Heritage Realty is located at 603 West 30th Street in Connersville. The phone number is 765-825-1103. That is 765-825-1103. Everyone at American Heritage Realty says good luck, Spartans.
Still attending to Ethan Smith. Now they're helping him up, and
oh gosh,
he's going to be helped off. They're heading, I think, right to the locker room.
Yeah, Carey's taking him out.
Yeah, Coach Brown is assisting
it didn't look
getting him off the floor.
It didn't look. I mean, from here, it didn't look like it was anything. I mean, Ethan went up, was contested, wanting to draw that foul. He's hustling and muscling, and it didn't look like it was anything that was out of the ordinary. Not sure what caused it. If he tangled up from somebody, but obviously, he's in some serious trouble, and we're hoping that it's just something that can be worked out in the training room and get him back on this floor. But right now, the dynamic of this changed because Ethan's one of those guys, he can beat you inside and out.
Batesville in control in front court. Thomas Raver with it. Feeds over. Martin is in the ball game along with Graham, Garrison, Brown, Billups.
Yeah, you can almost bet Cole is going to be playing a lot more
There's
tonight.
A shot from out, missed by Batesville. Garrison has the ball in front court, CHS. Just under 5 minutes to play in the opening half.
Toby leading the charge out there, getting the
Here's Graham
play set up.
Garrison. Spartans
going to eat some clock. They're slowing things down right now.
Yes.
And they should.
Garrison right with the lead, to go into your game. Here's Martin along the baseline. Feeds off to Garrison. He can't get through. Works it out to Graham.
I mean, their defense collapsed pretty quickly, but I like the
over to Billups. Here's Brown trying to fight his way toward the basket, and they're going to call a held ball.
Yeah, that's beautiful from Batesville.
A Batesville boy moved in, grabbed the ball as Jacob was trying to maneuver for a shot.
Yeah, Jacob was just muscling, and all of a sudden he had three white jerseys all around him and no help.
Batesville ball. Just Dice with it. Comes over, Dice in the corner and tries to work it underneath it. Nice defense by Jacob Brown and Billups teaming up, and Toby puts it in the front court.
Yeah, that was beautiful defense there for the Spartans. Not a good pass.
There's a loose ball and ending up with his Batesville. Yeah, here's Meyer in front court. Feeds over to Bogley, who misses on the long shot.
Yeah.
Batesville trying the long shot, but they just won't drop for them.
No, nothing's dropping for them. Where everything's dropping for us, and got to make them pay here offensively. Get Jacob in there, get some muscle.
Well, I think the Spartans are keeping them off balance, and that's preventing their long shots from dropping. Here's Billups driving down, fakes his man, backhanded layup was
should put him at the line.
Will be at the free throw line. A couple of shots coming up.
Well, that's all. I think they're going to make it go out. But
now we'll see. The refs are conferring.
Yeah, that's again. They get some fouls. They commit some fouls, but it didn't put us at the line. From here, I thought that was a continuation, but obviously, what I say doesn't go.
Yeah, they ruled a non-shooting foul, but the Spartans will have the basketball.
I love that though from Toby.
At their end of the court. Inbounded. Here's Graham. This one is missed, and the rebound taken off by Batesville. Here's Meyer.
There's a push off.
No whistle as he sort of collides with Garrison and seems to push him away, but they ruled no foul. Batesville has the ball. trailing in this ball game. 21-14.
So nice.
There's a Batesville attempt, but a nice block, and Cole Martin touches the ball last, so it will be Bulldog basketball under their goal.
Yeah, it was a good defense there from Cole Martin and Jacob right there. Our bigs kind of clogging that lane right there.
Ball comes out to Powell. From the corner, a shot
That's
missed
terrible.
by Meyer, their leading point maker.
Yeah, they're not missing by a little. They're missing by a whole
Right.
lot.
Yeah, they're air balls sometimes.
Yeah.
Billups goes out, and Jonah Graham returns to the CHS lineup. Spartans up by 7 with 2.5 minutes to go in the first half here at Batesville. Here's Carter Bodwell and Garrison. They're working in the guard spots right now.
Nice give and go.
Down to
Beautiful.
Garrison,
That was
fires it
just
up and in. They had
beautiful.
a couple of guys with him in white, but he didn't let that bother him, and he's at 9 points already, Garrison.
You know, he floats. I mean, that kid floats for him. We've seen it many times, and he just floated right there. Nice.
That's layup attempt by Batesville's Dice, and didn't go, and Brown has the rebound. CHS gives to Graham.
And I wasn't sure if Jacob got any of that ball or not, but nonetheless they missed it. Now let's kind of extend this lead. That's not a good
No,
pass.
pass out of bounds by Garrison, intended for Bodwell, and Carter couldn't catch up with it before it crossed the line, and another turnover by CHS.
Yeah, we have way too many of those,
Yes.
Fran. Way too many turnovers like that.
Triggering in will be Dice for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, we just got to cut those out. I mean, but still playing a very good game so far. We really haven't lost the intensity from that first quarter.
Down court, and a shot by Batesville missed. Connersville rebound. Garrison and Graham. Over to Martin. Back out to Graham.
Jonah calling the shots right here.
Minute and a half left to play. First half tonight. Here's Bodwell with it, number 22 on jersey of Carter Bodwell. Brown has the
gotta
ball.
help him.
He's in traffic, needs help. Finally passes off, and a corner shot missed.
Yeah, he stepped out of bounds. Jacob
And-
did.
Right, he was on the baseline with the ball, and another turnover by CHS.
Yeah, got to help him when he's getting in trouble, because right now what they're doing is they're collapsing all on him when he gets inside, and
Yes.
nobody's helping him. We got Carter out there who's being, he's giving up a half a foot.
Here are the Bulldogs.
It's hard for him to see.
Here's Dice, number 25.
Less than a minute to go. I'm not sure if they should take the last shot. Nice.
Ball knocked away momentarily by Garrison for Connersville, but Batesville's able to get it back. Open
a
shot
three.
by number 14, Powell. A three-pointer drops for the Bulldogs. 5 points for the Batesville player.
We got to get that back now that they've cut the lead to 6.
Right, 23-16. Clock shows, scoreboard shows. Here's Bodwell
Get a good
moving the ball.
shot right here.
Good ball handling.
Oh yeah, he's one of the best. Him and Jonah.
Reach out to Graham. Driving down is Garrison. Can't get through to Brown, who fires long, and it will not drop for him. And the rebound goes to Batesville. And the last second shot is wide of the
They call a foul.
backboard.
They call a foul with 3. They're going to call a foul on Jacob, and that's going to put the guy at the line for 3. And I don't think Kerry's happy with that at all. He's walking down there.
Right.
What are they doing?
I don't know.
Oh, he's going back there. He's probably leaving to go check on. Kerry's going to probably check on Ethan.
Right.
They're going to put the guy at the line.
Let's see. The refs are
Well, I
going to
think.
confer. All three of them are going to get together. Now let's see what the ruling is.
They're going to put him at the line for 3. I didn't really see Jacob do anything out of the ordinary, but again, every time we foul, puts them at the line and keeps them in this ball game.
That's his second foul, and
That's crazy.
Spartan team
Yeah, he's shooting three. That's crazy. That's not a good mental mistake, right? Well,
This
they're never
is
good.
Charlie Dice at the line for Batesville, shooting 3 free throws.
That's a nice touch.
Number 1 is good. Number 2 is good. Number 3 is good. That's as good as hitting a three-pointer.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you shoot and are fouled in three-point territory, it's automatic 3 personal foul or 3 free throws at the line, and that's what we just saw. And that puts the score at halftime. Connersville 23, only a 4-point second quarter for the Spartans, and 10 points for Batesville. 23-20 at halftime here at Batesville tonight. Ron?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Fran. I was doing my daydreaming. You will find all the answers to every flooring need at Fullest Flooring at 301 Beach Street in Connersville. Yes, Fullest Flooring has a large selection of carpet and tile. Also, vinyl and laminates, luxury vinyl tiles and hardwoods. You will receive a free estimate on your choice of flooring plus expert installation. Their friendly staff will help you through the entire process. Fullest Flooring also provides bathroom upgrades, remodeling, and custom shower systems. At 301 Beach Street, Connersville, 765-692-0800 is the phone number.
You have a chance to have the scoring figured out?
I do, believe it or not.
Okay.
I do. I really wasn't daydreaming. I was doing my adding, which is very difficult at times. For the Batesville Bulldogs, they are led by Charlie Dice at 7 points. Of course, 3 came in that last three shots there. 4 points by Cole Meyer, R.J. Powell 5, Trevor Raver 2, and Sam Vogel 2 points. For the Connersville Spartan, led by Jonah Graham 12 points, Clay Garrison 9, and Ethan Smith 2 points. And that's the biggest scare right now for the Spartans. Ethan Smith went out of here, carried out of here basically.
Absolutely. I needed a lot of help getting off the floor.
Yeah, not liking that at all. That's something that he'd be definitely missed. And I mentioned earlier during the second quarter that we played, that we kept an intensity up, but offensively, we just have those moments where there's some bad passes and then the lids close a little bit on us, which that's to be expected. When you're that hot, you can always expect. You try to get inside some, so we made some adjustments. Hopefully we just pick it back up and not make those little mistakes. That's why they're only down 3.
That's right, but it had a great first quarter. Led 19-10 at the first break, and again here at halftime, it's 23 Spartans and 20 for the home Batesville Bulldogs. As we talk, this is a conference game, and right now the Eastern Indiana Conference is led by Gradesburg with a 4-0 record in the conference, and the Pirates are 12-2 overall.
Yeah.
Lawrenceburg is 3-0 in the conference, 8-4 on the season. East Central is 3-0 in the conference, 8-5 on the season. The Spartans are in 4th place, 2-1 in the conference, 9-5 on the season. Batesville 1-2 in the conference and 3-8 on the season. South Dearborn is 1-3 in the conference, 6-7 their overall record. Rushville is 1-3 in the conference, and they are 4-10 on the season. Franklin County 0-6 in the conference, 5-8 on the season.
That's amazing how some teams have played 6 games already, and
Right. There's no ruling that they all have to have the same number of conference games at a certain point.
Right.
So that's the reason
they have the same at the end.
But some of these guys are really going to be playing a lot of conference games.
Yeah, we're one of them. We have those Indianapolis teams that are coming up. North Central and Lawrence North. Of course, Lawrence North was ranked number 1 in the state until last night.
That's right. I'm sure when the new rankings come out, the first of the week, they will be out of that top spot.
Yeah, it was shocking. Last year we beat both teams on the floor of the bowl. Second shots.
Right.
Both teams, Jacob getting inside on both of them. And, hopefully we can pull one out.
Yeah, it'll be great to knock off one of those
Yeah.
teams in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
And we'll know, though, as we pointed out a week from today, we'll be at Warren Central. And 2 weeks from tonight, we will be, 2 weeks from the afternoon today, we will be at Lawrence North. It's a night game next Saturday with Warren Central, North Central.
Yeah, I'll be saying North Central, and then when we play
I
Lawrence
know,
North, I'll be saying Lawrence North Central. That's usually how that went last year.
Yeah, it should be interesting
Yeah.
as we travel to Indy to play those ball games.
You know, and some people may think we're crazy to go up there, especially now that we're in 3A and they're 4A, and they probably, as far as enrollment, they probably have 2,000-3,000 more kids than we do. But we want to play those big teams. We want to play those good teams, and that's why we go up to the tournaments that we play in, because we want to play different teams, different styles. And Kerry's mentioned it for the entire 11 years he's been coach to us, Fran, that these are the practice games. Yes, we have a goal of winning the conference, but sectional is the biggie that we go after.
Sure.
And, we stress this all season long. The bowl is the home of the sectional this year, and we definitely, without question, want to walk away with a victory.
Well, we hope so, because we haven't hosted a Spartan Connersville sectional for a long, long time.
Long time. I mean, way before these kids were even born,
Well, yeah,
even
since
thought of.
class basketball, really.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
We've usually been in a sectional at either Richmond or Newcastle, and
Yeah.
this has changed this year. As you pointed out, we've dropped down to 3A because of a decline in enrollment, but who knows? They'll be realigning again in a year, and if we pick up a few students, we possibly could be back in 4A.
It'd be interesting to find out how that goes. But, I kind of like us being in 3A, Fran, because, that's where Batesville is. That's where pretty much our entire conference, except East Central, is there. And,
Yes.
and it's nice. And again, we've mentioned this when the Greensburg Pirates beat us on our floor, that's a sectional opponent as well. And we got to remember that every conference game against East Central is not just a conference game, it's a sectional opponent.
That's right.
We could be playing. So we definitely, Greensburg, we started the sectional now, they're the favorites, obviously, because they had that victory against us on our home floor.
Now, East Central is the only school in the conference that will not be coming to Connersville, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, they're 4A, and I'm not sure what their enrollment is. I'm sure they're pretty secure in 4A.
I think they're around 1,200, so they're the biggest school in the conference.
Oh yeah, and I think all 1,200 play football.
Yes.
I mean, they have a huge football team.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
130 kids, I think, on the varsity team.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Something like that. It was wild.
They bring buses, loads of kids during the football game.
And we'll be visiting the Trojans in an upcoming game, as we will be playing at East Central this year. Again, tonight's ball game by the JV team, the junior varsity Spartans won 49-28 here at Batesville tonight. So those kids continue to roll. Their only loss, as you pointed out earlier, was a 4-pointer at Newcastle a couple of weeks ago.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Connersville Spartans Sports. Contact your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Gina Hartman, Devin Hornsby, or Gary Reevesummer for your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
23-20 here at Batesville tonight, as the Spartans have a lead of 3 points, and we hope that the second quarter, where they only scored 4 points, will be their poorest 8 minutes tonight, right, Ron?
Yeah, I'm hoping that they turn it around and have an offensive explosion, which is nice as the boys come on out and don't see Ethan. That kind of worries me. I wish we had an opportunity to talk to Coach about that and see what's going on and get an update. But yeah, that's definitely something that we're concerned about. I mean, if he had walked out on his own power, that'd have been great. But I mean, Kerry helped him out there, and not liking that at all. Eye Center of Connersville, Fran, provides vision care for every member of your family. This includes treatment for eye diseases and injuries, just one of its many services. Services that include glasses, contacts, frames for every budget, sunglasses, a large selection of eyewear. Complete vision care for every member of your family. That's the Eye Center of Connersville. Scheduling an appointment is easy. All you got to do is call. I'm way off on this. All you got to do is call 825-6000. Eye Center of Connersville at 2045 Virginia Avenue.
Okay, we're
having a hard time reading.
We're 35 seconds from the beginning of the second half here tonight. Batesville trails the Spartans by 3 points, 23-20. Spartans won at Spartan Bowl last year in Batesville by a score of 45-35.
Oh, was that our score last year?
Yes.
Yeah. And if I remember right, I think we beat East Central like 37-17.
Yeah, East Central played probably their worst game of the season at Spartan Bowl, which
last year
surprised a lot of people.
Yeah. And that, again, it came down last year again to Greensburg beating us. That's why we were knocked out of the championship for the first time in a few years. And, we're going to need some help again this year.
That's right. We need Phillips will put it in play for the Spartans underneath to Brown. Oh, nice assist by Garrison, and the Spartans get the first 2 points of the second half and go up 5.
The Cousins probably have done that a couple thousand times at Grandma's house, and that was very nice. Over to Jacob. Finally got him on the board. He was shut out that first quarter. Oh, Jacob takes a charge.
Offensive foul against Charlie Dice under the Batesville basket as he backed into a Spartan.
Yeah,
and the first foul of the second half picked up by Batesville.
You don't ever see the big guy take a charge like that, but he did.
Here's Ethan Smith on crutches, and we see his
there he is.
Leg heavily bandaged, his left knee.
Yeah, that's not liking that at all. Hopefully it's just something that they're taking precaution. Obviously they'll go get x-rays and get him checked out, maybe an MRI.
Here's Brown. A jumper by Jacob Brown from the free throw lane.
Yeah, I thought that was going to miss.
I did too. It bounced the right way though. Here's Colt Myers driving down and scoring. Foul is called. There counts the basket. Not going to be called on Garrison.
Yep, not liking that at all. Again, every time they foul, it seems like we put them at the line.
Here's Colt Meyer, the leading point maker for Batesville, hitting the free throw and pulls the team within 4. He has 7 points. His average, though, is 21.9.
Yeah, and here they go pressing a little bit more and a little bit more press, more swarmy press.
Graham in the lineup for the Spartans, along with Billups, Garrison, Martin, and Brown. Graham with the ball, out to Garrison. Works around to Brown.
Inside,
who works it to Martin, and his turnaround layup won't drop. And the ball is, evidently the rebound tapped out of bounds by CHS.
Yeah.
Batesville Bulldog.
Batesville
ball. Here come the Bulldogs, setting up the play.
There's 3 guys around him.
Ball is out, and the three-pointer hit by Powell for Batesville, and the Bulldogs trail by a point.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere. Now they're pressing again.
That's right. Here's Billups in front court. Drives down into the corner. In traffic.
Not good.
Ball off the fingertips of Martin, and it's turnover CHS.
Yeah, another turnover. Not sure how Martin missed that at all, but he did, and now we got to stop him right here.
Here's Meyer, went in for a layup, fouled, and he has a couple of free throws coming, and that kid doesn't miss.
No, he doesn't. Again, another foul puts him at the line. We have not been at the line all night. And Carey's taking a timeout. He's not happy at all.
Second foul on Cole Martin of Connersville, and stops the play here.
It's events like this game that make our community such a great place in which to live, work, and play, all of us. At FC and Bank applaud the CHS Spartans for their hard work and dedication. Thank you for reminding us once again why we all choose to call this place home. FCN, building stronger communities, one great local event at a time. Go CHS Spartans. Good luck. FCN Bank member FDIC.
Timeout's over, and Cole Martin at the line for Batesville. 21.9 per game average. Brown, Martin, Garrison, Billups, and Graham in the lineup for Connersville. Batesville fresh off a win at Franklin County last night.
Yeah, they won pretty good.
Yeah, by 15 points. Free throw good. Ties the ball game at 27. Ready for his second shot. This one's good. The Bulldogs have a lead for the first time tonight.
Last two losses, Franz, that we had against Muncie Central, and
here's the press.
oh, that good.
Garrison finally breaks it.
And Greenfield Central, it seemed like when Greenfield Central took the lead, the dynamic of the game changed, and hopefully it doesn't change now that we can just get Jonas was wide open.
Here's Garrison along the baseline, feeds out to Billups, to Brown, works it into Martin, and Cole lays it up and in.
Yeah, Jonah was wide open. He was hoping, but we got the bucket. That's all that matters.
Good teamwork by the Spartans. Here's a long shot by Batesville, which is missed. Rebounding Brown, Graham in front court.
Yeah, right now the intensity level, that's a good shot.
Here's Garrison missing on the shot. Brown has the rebound for CHS. A foul is being called on whom?
Looks like, are they calling on us? No, he said 50. I didn't see.
A foul on number
maybe
40. That's Vogley.
I was going to say, I didn't see it. I thought he had, from there, I thought it was 40, but.
Connersville on the attack, up by a point. 29-28 here in the third period.
They're just resetting right now. That's what we're doing.
Graham works the ball. Leads to Garrison. The side to Brown, who's pulled out.
Yeah, the
Graham.
Chair block for Batesville. It's calling it boring. Toby's going all the way.
Toby Billups gets around his defender, but his close-in shot won't drop.
Yeah, that's a couple of those inside shots that we've missed, like at Cole and now Toby. I mean, that's the right idea. Just didn't go in.
Here's Batesville on the attack. Meyer has it. Comes over to Powell. Now it's worked out to Dice.
Close game here, and we've had many close games where it just, didn't work out, and
this is
got to tighten it up.
Yeah, the Spartan defense is trying to keep Bulldogs from getting close to the line, but there's going to be a foul called on Billups.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's going to be on Billups at first. I thought they were going to call it on Toby, or on Jacob, but it is on Toby.
2 free throws for Batesville.
I see, again, another foul where they're at the line.
Shot is good.
I mean, this is not, I can understand a game or so where we're out, at the line, but man, they've been at the line way more than, they got 12 points, 13 points from the line.
Second free throw good, and it's Batesville 30, Connersville 29. Graham
for 12
starts
points.
The ball in backcourt. Garrison across the line, over to Billups.
They've got 12 free points. We have not gotten at the line at all. And they only have 3 fouls, or we only have 2. Yeah, they only have 2 fouls. We've only given them 3.
Billups drives the baseline, feeds to Martin, and he reaches up over his defender and puts it in, and the Spartans go up 31-30.
They got 5 points on our 3 fouls. That's just crazy.
Batesville in control. Powell with it. Number 14. Almost at midcourt as his teammates set up the play. Almost a steal by the Spartans, and here's a holding foul called on Connersville.
Don't call Toby on that. I didn't quite.
Non-shooting foul this time. Carter Bodwell getting ready to check in for Connersville, and Billups will go out.
Yeah, Toby only has 2.
Batesville inbounds on the sideline. comes in to Ratcliffe, number 21. Garrison guarding the ball handler. Goes over on the side.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier that, had a good first quarter, had a 9-point lead, and then, the intensity level of Batesville just picked up.
Yeah, the Bulldogs are nice pass broken up by Martin for Connersville, and as the Bulldogs were passing under the basket and Martin reached up, batted the ball out of bounds, it will be Batesville ball.
But they've taken advantage of our turnovers.
Very much so. Shot underneath. Oh, broken up nicely by Connersville's Brown, and no foul called. Looked like he bumped a Greensburg player. Here's Carter Bodwell. Called for traveling into the Spartan basket.
Yeah, he was hoping he got a call.
You don't see that very often from our guards because they're good ball handlers.
Yeah, they are. But, again, Carter goes inside against, their big guys, and, he was right in the middle of it, and he was hoping he'd get a foul, but
they still walking the ball across the timeline. Powell with it.
And we got that 1-point lead. Let's, tighten up defense where we force them to eat some clock.
A little over 2 minutes to play, third period. Batesville takes the lead, 32-31 on a jump shot along the baseline. 4 points for Powell.
Got to get over there.
Spartans being pressed. Batesville trying to cause a mistake.
Yep.
Garrison drives down in the lane, backs off out to Bodwell. Back to Garrison.
This is, again, we've been in this position a lot here lately, and unfortunately came back on, or you have come on the wrong side of the scoreboard, and let's not play to lose, let's play to win. And not to say that the boys do that, but we get into that mindset where I don't want to make a mistake, that's.
Brown drives down.
I think he should be going to the line on that.
He was fouled.
We'll say they better put him at the line.
He started for the basket, was fouled. Yes, they really was shooting when fouled.
Yeah, I was going to say that. To me, that was clear, but, I thought Toby's was earlier.
Here's Jacob Brown at the line for CHS, and Jacob hits the free throw.
He's been improving.
Absolutely. Brown's second free throw will bounce high and come down into the hands of a Batesville player, and the score tied at 32 on that free throw by Brown.
Still, they've outscored us at the line 12-1. I mean, that's, yeah, you'd think if we had a few more shots at the line, the difference of this ball game.
A minute left in the third period. Batesville drives and walks.
Now Clay's hurt.
No call.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. I forget who did that. I was looking at Clay.
Foul, number 14.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Connersville quickly into front court.
I thought Clay was hurt.
Garrison.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Three by Jonah Graham. Number 5 pops one in, and Spartans go up 35-34.
Yeah, number 5 pops in his 5th three tonight.
He's been quiet though since the first quarter, hasn't he? Until now.
He has. Yeah, but he's getting them going. He's getting them. Yeah, I tell you, he's a leader. Fran, Jonah Graham.
Bulldogs take the ball in the front court, are bouncing it, dribbling it, going for a last shot of the third period.
Elementary, but got to get this stop right here.
Set the defense. Here's Meyer, and missing for a change.
Jonah's got the rebound.
Jonah Graham grabbed the basketball before he can get in the front court and in range of the basket. The buzzer sounds, and we played 3 after 3 here at Batesville. 35 Connersville, Bulldogs 34.
Urban Wickler Funeral Home in Connersville, and Liberty is a family-owned funeral home. Urban Wickler Funeral Home considers it an honor to be selected to care for a family member at the time of passing. Their friendly staff at Urban Wickler Funeral Home pledges to care for all your family needs to the best of their ability. 2 locations to serve you in Connersville at 513 West 8th Street and Liberty at 310 North Main Street.
Final 8 coming up here shortly as soon as this timeout is over and the teams return to the court. Connersville led 19-10 at the end of the first break, 23-20 at halftime, and now 35-34. 14 points for Batesville in that third period, and the Spartans scored 12.
Yeah, got to, without question, turn it on a little bit here, pick it up defensively, cut out the turnovers. I mean, elementary stuff, Fran, elementary stuff.
Right.
Stuff that we're more than capable of doing. It seems like.
And keep them away from the free throw line.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I think would
that's
help.
Unbelievable. I mean.
Bulldogs ball as we start the final period here at Batesville tonight. Meyer at number 11 holds the ball. Feeds over to Powell. Number 22 has the ball right now. That's Thomas Rader.
Nice.
He loses the ball to Garrison, and they're going to call a foul on Garrison.
Wow, that was, from here it looked like he, without question, had all ball. That was crazy.
And he fouls out.
Oh, no, he didn't foul out.
Didn't he?
He's only got 2.
Oh, okay. I saw the 5 on the thing. That's a total team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't put him at the line.
What is that
they're
kind of a
Jacob
shot?
on that.
Now Brown's going to pick up
And
number
he's going
3,
at the
I
line.
think.
That's Brown's third, and he's going at the line. Again, another free throw, another foul where they get another free throw.
Yes. Yeah, it's number 3 on Brown. Here's Meyer, the wrong guy to foul. He makes another free throw.
I think it was down here, wasn't it, where we set the record for the most free throws in a game, wasn't it?
God, I don't recall. I don't know.
I remember it was not too long ago.
Oh, Meyer hits 2 free throws again and puts his team up. He has 11 points, and his team has a 1-point lead over the Spartans.
Yeah, and they has 5 of those 11 points at the line this half.
Tanner Brock is into the ball game for the Spartans, replacing Jacob Brown with 3 fouls.
Yeah, Jacob's getting over there talked by Bottomley. Chris is talking to him.
Garrison drives along the baseline, feeds out, back to Martin.
Got to get him inside.
Here's Billups driving on the near side. Along the baseline, comes out.
He's
now
going all the way.
Turns around, feeds off to Brown. There it goes to Spartans. Tanner Brock misses on a 3-point try, and Batesville with the rebound.
Not a bad shot there from Tanner. Wish it would have went in. And he's they're calling
a blocking foul going to be called on CHS.
Yeah,
on
surprisingly, Billups, and that's our 7th. That's going to put him at the line. But surprisingly, Toby or Jonah doesn't have a charge tonight. Jacob took the charge.
Free throw shooter is Leighton Ratcliffe. Batesville.
I've never seen. Again, I can accept a game where there's a disparity between how many. Free throw
missed
for
a
that's
change.
Good. Yeah. But this is unbelievable. We've only taken 2 free throws. They've taken at least 15.
Batesville with the lead of a point, and Spartans have the ball. Garrison looks for somebody to pass off to. Finally goes to Bodwell. Here's Graham. Out to Billups. Cross court to Bodwell. Starts to drive.
I thought Bodwell was going to take it.
Garrison has the ball.
Boy, Cole's
back out to Bodwell.
Thought Cole was pushed off there inside. I tell you what, Cole and Vogel, that's just they're pounding inside. Somebody's going to commit it away from the ball foul.
6 minutes left to play in tonight's game. Batesville leads by a point. Here's Garrison.
And Batesville's feeling good, with their defense. They're feeling really good.
Out to Billups. Now Bodwell. Rides down, stops. Feeds Billups.
Trying
over
to get an open
Graham.
3 from somebody.
Yeah, you have to give this Batesville team playing good defense. Drives down, and Billups that goes in for a score. See if the officials are going to rule.
Oh, it's a foul on Powell. Yeah, going to be on him. And Yeah, now we got Jacob back in.
Non-shooting foul. Phillips will put it in play for Connersville at the Spartans' end of the court. Feeds out to Martin. Starts to drive down. Oops, bad pass.
Yeah, that should have been caught by Toby.
Gets away from Phillips in the corner, and turnover. Batesville has the ball.
Yeah, Toby's not happy with himself. You know that. Just go ahead and put it behind you and let's go back into things. I mean, right now, again, the intensity level, we're not matching Batesville's intensity level. When they, forced us to reset a few times offensively that last night, see, Toby turned it back around.
Along the baseline of Batesville, and the Spartans have the basketball.
Yeah, nice.
Phillips is in front court.
Yeah.
Spartans down by a point. We have a little over 5 minutes to play in this ball game. There's Brown, I thought was held.
I thought he was fouled too, and Cole, nice hustle, but a little bit too much.
Spartans saves the ball, but the official is going to rule out of bounds Batesville. Boy, the Bulldogs getting all the breaks run.
Yeah, well, they're definitely getting all the breaks, and they're taking advantage of all the breaks, and we're not. I mean, Toby missed that last pass from Martin, and then came back and redeemed himself with the steal, but didn't turn it into points.
Batesville basketball.
And they have, and if they do right here, that's what the difference in this ball game. They've been able to turn
up by
mistakes into points. Yeah.
Spartans in defense.
I mean, this is a huge point that they're ahead of us, especially when they're slowing it down. Got to be able to make a stop right here.
Here's Meyer. Garrison guarding him.
Nice from Jonah.
Nice steal by the Spartans, but they're going to rule touch last by Connersville.
Nice sportsmanship seen all night with Batesville. Here's a timeout.
36-35. Batesville leads Spartans. 4:26 to play.
Don's Auto Sales and Tires, 126 West 2nd Street, gives you the very best deal in tires. Don says all major brands available in stock and in all price ranges. You can rely on Don's Auto Sales and Tires, in business for over 40 years. And Don's Auto Sales has a large selection of quality pre-owned vehicles and prices ranging from $1,000 to $30,000. Need new tires or a quality vehicle? Available from Don's Auto Sales and Tires, 126 West 2nd Street, Connersville. The phone number is 825-7730.
4 minutes and 26 seconds left to play in tonight's game here at Batesville.
Again, lots of free throws. They've made them. That's the difference in this ball game. They're in the bonus. We just too many fouls tonight, and I've never seen this where over so many games where. The other teams that we played have shot the free throws a lot more than we have.
Here come the Spartans on the floor. Brown is in there along with Graham, Phillips,
We
Martin,
just foul at the wrong time.
And Garrison. It is Batesville ball.
And we just foul at the wrong time right now. We got to tighten it up and
see if they go into some clock management here or not.
I wouldn't doubt it.
No, Cole Martin is driving down, and he'll be at the line as he was fouled.
Yeah, another going to the line foul. I mean, that's pretty easy.
He drove between a couple of Spartans, and
we don't drive.
Was fouled.
It seems like we've stopped driving too. Like we'll get into the paint, pass out, instead of going in and like they are. They're not hesitating. They're going. We don't. They're
drawing the fouls.
Yeah.
This is Colt Meyer, who is going to hit his first free throw, and he'll probably hit his second free throw.
Yeah.
His team's up by 2. He can make it 3, and he does. What if that kid ever misses something?
Yeah, I know. That's unbelievable. He's got to be able to.
Backcourt, down by 3.
Got to be able to give us some free points, getting at the line, go all the way.
Phillips driving down into Martin, and Cole shoots from the side, misses. Whistle stops the play.
He hit a guy, slammed the ball.
What's this one all about?
They're going to put it's a 40 push, but he slammed the ball down. I don't think they should be at the line. It's away from the ball, foul. Yeah, Baker.
Yeah, inbounding the
Or
Spartans
Vogel.
under their basket.
Yeah, Vogel, I mean, he slammed that ball down. I'm not sure why they don't.
4
Tee him
minutes
up on
left in the
something like that.
game.
Go all the way.
Break it Brown. Turn
Here we
around,
go.
puts it up and in.
Here we go. Got to get inside. Got to draw the foul.
Spartans trail by a point. They can tie the game here with Brown at the free throw line. Shot is up and short. Hit the front rim and comes into the hands of a baseball player.
Got to stop him right here.
Driving the baseline. Ball handler, hands off. Out to Meyer, number 11. Garrison on him. Meyer directs traffic. Drives down. Ball taken out by Dice. Now this is Vogley. Look, the ball goes to Meyer.
Boy, he's fast. Now, you talked about ball control and time management. Looks like that's what they're doing right here.
Yes.
They know if we foul them, they're at the line no matter what. They give us one more foul, we're at the line.
Ball taken over on the side. That's Raber with it, the 22.
I thought
Meyer starts to drive. Corner shot is
Wow.
good. That's a 3 by Vogley. Timeout taken. Stopping the clock with 3 minutes showing, and it's Batesville 41, Connersville 37.
The signs of a concussion after a sudden hit, jolt, or blow to the head. An athlete may display symptoms right away, or they may feel fine to return to the game, only to show symptoms 20 or 30 minutes later. If you suspect a concussion, pull the athlete out of practice or the game immediately. Parents, you are in the best position to notice changes others may not recognize. Recovery takes several days or weeks. Return to the sports too soon increases the chances of another injury. Always follow your doctor's advice on when it is safe to go back into the game. Learn more at readhealth.com.
Timeout's over. Here come the teams.
It seems like here we go again. I mean, we've had the lead in this game. I
Yes.
mean, we've really asserted our dominance there in that first half, but putting people at the line, making mental mistakes. It seems like here we go again. So we need this game. We need to pull it out. We pull it out here, this season changes.
Spartans walk the ball into front court. Here's Phillips with it. Driving down in traffic. Works out to Graham. Comes to Garrison behind the free throw circle. Clay working the ball. Back out to Phillips. To Martin. Pull. Feeds underneath. Goes to Brown. In traffic. Works it out
Just
to Garrison.
go.
Out to Phillips. Clock nearing 2
Nice.
minutes left to play.
Beautiful.
Underneath to Martin and drives in and lays it up. Nice assist. 6 points for Cole Martin. 41-39. 2-point lead belongs to Batesville.
Yeah, now it gets to the point where every defensive stand needs to be a defensive stand.
Here's Meyer.
Nice there from Clay, disrupting.
Cross court to Raver for the Bulldogs. There's a shot that will miss.
Good.
Brown grabs the rebound for CHS.
Now got to score right here without question.
Spartans down by 2 points. Clock
Yeah.
shows a minute, 38 to go.
Yeah, got to stop right here, Fran.
See what happens,
And
Garrison.
Carey's calling time. It looks like he's calling a full timeout.
Spartan timeout. 1:32 on the clock. 41-39 score. Batesville.
Place to eat Connersville's Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, 303 West 30th Street. Dine inside or carry out at home or where you work. Delivery from Mancino's is always free. The number to call, 825-6155. Choose from a large menu, and there is a special youngsters menu. Choose the house specialty, the Great Spartan Classic. Enjoy the sports atmosphere by viewing all the Spartan sports memorabilia. Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, 303 West 30th Street. Open daily, 11 to 10. Phone number 825-6155. Mancino Pizza and Grinders, a proud Spartan booster. Very important series offensively, Fran, right here. I mean, that just goes without saying.
Good.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's an understatement, Ron. I mean, we've seen this in the last 2 ball games at the Spartans where it's just close to the final gun. And
I was thinking before the game, obviously we want to walk out of here with victory, but do we want to walk out of here with a big victory where we win by 20, or do we want a victory where we can win a close game?
Yes, I don't know.
I mean, we want a victory, but the reason why I say the close game may be more important because we've lost so many close games.
That's a good point. Yeah, right. We haven't.
And so hopefully we can turn it around right here and tie this ball game up right here.
Yeah, this is a crucial possession. Let's see what happens.
It just seems like, though, that we get into the paint and then dish it out, and, they drive the paint and get to the line.
Billups to Garrison. Cross court. Taken by Graham.
Oh, took his eye off the ball. Here we are under a minute now. Now it's going to be fouling. We'll get here within 15, 20 seconds. We're going to have to foul. We're going to foul now.
Well, they foul now.
That was not good at all.
We've seen this so much, Ron. A mistake late in the ball game.
Yeah, way too late in the ball game.
This is Raver at the line for Batesville. 22. 1:04 on the clock. Free throw drops through. 3-point lead for the Bulldogs. Second free throw by the Batesville player coming up. This one is off the rim, and the rebound. Had grabbed the rebound. Rebound goes to Brown. CHS in quickly in the front court.
Gotta hope we didn't.
Billups driving down.
Gotta hope we didn't burn all of our threes up. Oh,
ball worked to Martin in the corner.
Yep.
He passes it and is taken by a Batesville player, and a foul called on Graham.
Yeah, Cole thought he was fouled when he passed that ball. He's not happy at all.
45 seconds on the clock. 2 free throws coming for Meyer. Shot is up, and as usual, he makes the free throw. How many does he have, Ron?
He has 14, and he has 9 of them from the line.
Gee, here comes his second free throw. This one rolls around and drops through.
Don't have to hit a three now. Just
5-point lead for Batesville.
Go all the way.
And good. Now Garrison drives down, was fouled. He'll have a couple of free throws coming. Clock shows 37.7 seconds.
Got to get to the line, get some free points. A few times we should have done that a few times tonight.
You're right. 71% free throw shooter at the line for Connersville. Garrison makes it. Spartans have 40 points. Batesville has 44. Second one is good. 44-41. 11 points for Clay Garrison. As
we'll get that 5
Garrison in front court, and the Spartans. No, a timeout taken by Batesville, stopping the clock at 30.7 seconds.
Yeah, we need to. I don't know who their worst free throw shooter is, but we got to get away from Meyer. He's got 9 points from the line this half. I mean, they've got 9, 10, 11, 12 points from the line this half. And again, its difference is that they drive to the lane to get the fouls, and we just never did. We didn't do any, as much driving as we should.
In that game with Muncie Central, we only had 1 free throw too.
Yeah, I know. That's unbelievable.
No, I don't know what's going on.
Got to be a lot more aggressive inside.
That apparently is it, right? But we've seen this so many times.
I mean, we are losing to teams that we should beat. This game, 19-10. That first quarter, that's how this game should have gone.
Right.
I mean, we tend to forget. I mean, it's a distant memory now that we were 7-0 at one time. And that's how I believe that we can play this game. But, again, this just this is an unusual funk that this team's in, but this game's not over. I mean, this game's not over at all. Got to get away from number 11. Somebody's got to be on him. Like
Bulldog ball.
See,
it'll go to number 11. That's Meyer. And he's fouled.
Yeah, they're one foul on Clay. They said he kind of went too high. So if he, misses one finally right here, well, it's a double bonus now. So
right,
well, two.
I don't think he's going to miss.
I don't think he's going to miss two. Yeah.
45 points for Batesville, 41 for Connersville.
I mean, again, just little mistakes here lately, missing balls, easy passes.
That pretty well seals the ball game with a 5-point lead for Batesville. Spartans have the ball. Carter Bodwell drives down. Banks one in. Nice play by Carter Bodwell.
Yep. 15 seconds to go, and this game's far from over. I mean, we could get a steal. We can, definitely don't want to leave somebody open like we did against Muncie Central there late in the game. That kind of sealed the deal.
46 Batesville, 43 Connersville.
Yeah, this is, all these close losses, and it's got to be affecting the boys. Get blown out.
Oh,
that's
sure.
Totally different. This is
these kids want to win as much as any fan does, and want them to win.
We'll count up the free throws now, Fran.
Okay.
We've had 4 shots for 3 of 4.
15 seconds, 15.8 seconds to be played.
They've got 21 points to our 3 from the line. 21 points, yeah.
And
they've only missed, I think, 1 or 2. So, 23 free throws to our 4.
Yeah,
I mean, that's just, they know, they've been driving and committing fouls.
Yes.
We haven't done that.
Yes.
We get into the lane and it's like we pass it out. Muscle our way in there.
They still will inbound.
That's 5 seconds.
Yeah, he didn't get it in play within 5 seconds. They call a timeout to.
That was 4.99 seconds. Yeah, that's 4.99 seconds. That was, wow.
15.8 seconds to be played.
I got to be able to force a stop and definitely get. I mean, I'm just saying. Obviously, this is what everybody wants to see happen. Get a stop. Somehow get 3 points, whether it be on a 3-point shot or a drive to the basket. Got to. Oh, this is a nail biter. After this season's over, we may never grow nails again. Never grow nails again for him.
Batesville lead of 3 points looms large right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it looms large. That's what this game is about. And again, pretty much most sports, who has the most points at the end, doesn't matter how many. But I'm telling you, when we're losing by 2, 3 each and every time,
right.
It might as well be 100, but it's still deflating.
They still finally gets it in play,
that's
a charging foul called on Batesville.
Knocked almost Clay out.
Give the ball out of bounds to the Spartans with 12.2 on the clock.
Batesville fans aren't liking that at all. We're excited. It's contrast between both teams.
Well, a break for the Spartans, but
we got another timeout. Got to not have a turnover. We've had so many turnovers this game, and these losses. Got to be able to draw a play that gets us 3 points. Either Jonah, Toby.
Well, right,
has been shut out. We need that guy to get on fire right now.
That would be exciting. And
Yeah, we only got 5 guys on the scoreboard. And the dynamic of the game changed when Ethan went out, because that guy can beat you inside and out. And as Martin's going to be checking in, Ethan's over there. You've got to know that Ethan's over there wishing that he ran this ball game.
Absolutely, you can tell.
He's one of our bigs and also has a good outside shot that could clearly, again, when he went out, the game totally changed.
Hopefully his injury will not cause too many missing games here.
Yeah, hopefully it's just a minor sprain.
Right, they have a lot of ice. They have ice on it, I think, right now. You can tell by the size of the bandage.
Yeah, and again, it didn't look like it was anything unusual.
No. Here we go with the ball.
Get in.
Spartans can't get it in play. They work it out. Garrison,
double dribble.
Misses on a shot and turned over by the Spartans.
This is unbelievable.
8.5 seconds to be played. It is Batesville ball on the sidelines.
Well, it totally looked like he was fouled, but, it looked like he was fouled.
Ball taken in, foul committed by Connersville at the free throw line. This time will be R.J. Powell.
Yeah, he'll be at the line for 2. And this definitely will put some icing on the cake right here for Batesville, who, desperately wants to, they, got that victory last night against Franklin County.
Makes the free throw, and that gives them a lead of 4 points. Hard to believe this team's only won 3 games.
Oh, right? Yeah. Well, we've played, teams, Muncie Central didn't win that many, and they played like they were undefeated.
Yeah. Second one is missed. Quickly up court the Spartans. There's a long shot by Graham. This one will not drop, and buzzer sounds, and Batesville has pulled the upset. Final score here tonight at Batesville. The Bulldogs 47 and Connersville 43.
I got to add up these points. It's very hard because I got to add by 1 a lot of the times here.
13-point fourth quarter for Batesville, and the Spartans scored 8.
Yeah. Unbelievable. What did they score? 18 points, you said? How many points in the fourth quarter did they score?
I have them for 13.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Scored 20 points the first half.
Spartans dropped their 6th game of the season, and the record right now is 9-6. And for Batesville, they win number 4, and the Bulldogs are 4-8. Do you have the scoring?
I do, Fran. For the Batesville Bulldogs, they were led by Colton Myers, 17 points. Seemed like he had 35 from the line. But he had all but 6 points at the line, so 11 points for him at the line. R.J. Powell, 11 points. Thomas Raver had 3. Charlie Dice had 9. And Sam Vogel had 7 points for the Batesville Bulldogs. I believe that adds up to 47 for the Connersville Spartans. They were led by Jonah Graham's 15 points. Clay Garrison had 11. Carter Bodwell had 2. Ethan Smith 2. Cole Martin 6. And Jacob Brown 7 points for the Connersville Spartans.
Disappointing loss.
Oh, it's very. These games get very, very. When you lose these close games again, it's always disappointing, and it gets worse and worse and worse. We need a victory in the worst way. We got to turn it around. Got to be able to drive more. It seems like the reason why Batesville won this game is that they went to the line a whole lot more, but they put themselves at the line by driving, forcing,
picking up a foul,
picking up a foul, and then turning it into points. We had the mental mistakes, Fran. That's enough to drive you crazy. Missed ball handling, double dribbles, which I thought Clay was fouled on that, but still, just the mental mistakes rear their head at the wrong times. Always at the wrong times, but it seems like it's just worse when it's, final minute to go in the game.
This seems like a repeat of the Greenfield Central game, a repeat of the Muncie Central game, and the Spartans just can't find a winning combination right now.
No, not at all. And what we need to do is just slow down, just relax a little bit. Ethan, that's a huge concern.
Right.
How injured he is. Hopefully, I guess you'll probably find out Monday when you talk to Carrie. It's just, wow, you get into a funk. And what you need to do is go back to the basics. You just got to go back to the basics. And, that's what the Spartans, these are winnable games. It would be different if we were losing by 15, 20 points.
Yes.
And we started off 7-0 and we lost by 15, 20 points. We're losing close games, and we're snatching the victory out of we're snatching defeat out of the jaws of victory.
That's what it amounts to, right?
Yeah.
We got into this great start, had the 9-point lead at the end of the first quarter, and since then we had only a 4-pointer. Second quarter and second half, nip and tuck all the way through, and Batesville just played a better game.
Right, and we're not matching other teams' intensity at all.
No, and that's kind of worrisome when you see that happen. And, hopefully, it's a tough weekend, though, coming up. It will be Mount Vernon Friday night at Spartan Bowl, and Saturday night
tough.
we go to that Indianapolis school that knocked off the #1 team in the state last night. So it's not getting easier; it's getting harder.
No, it is, and so we got to figure out something very, very quickly. Mount Vernon, that's a team that we've played. I think there was a couple times where we went like overtime, four or 5 times in a row.
Right.
One of those games was 4 or 5 overtimes.
Yeah, they are.
So
they're
always tough.
Yeah, they're a tough opponent. But tonight it wasn't to be. The Spartans dropped by a score of 47-43. Number 6 in the loss column. They've won 9. And I know Batesville's happy to get a victory over Connersville.
Yeah, they're very happy.
Everybody is, I think. When they beat Spartans have a bullseye on their back, I think,
Yep.
in every ball game. But it was a tough loss tonight, and hopefully Ethan Smith, just a sprain, that he'll recover shortly. So
I hope so too.
That's the ball game. Final score 47-43. Spartans lose. For Justin Roberts, who's our tech guy, and for Ron Wiley, my partner in the broadcasting, this is Fran Schommel thanking you as always for watching Spartan Sports here on TV3. We better give some credit, though, to our sponsors. Spartan Game on TV3 has been brought to you by American Heritage Realty, George's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment, by Reed Health Connersville, Don's Auto Sales and Tires, Edward Jones Financial Advisor.
This game has also been brought to you by FCN Bank, Foles Flooring, Mancino Pizza and Grinders, Urban Winkler Funeral Home, Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency, and the Eye Center of Connersville.
From Batesville, good night, everybody, and thanks for watching Spartan Sports on TV3.